there are these little tiny creatures that tend to invade houses, especially if you have a wooden house, and most people have wood somewhere in their house. Even if it's brick or block or whatever, you still have a form, you have a structure that is built out of wood, and there are these little tiny creatures that love to eat your house, and they're called termites. And the reality is if you only have 1 or 2 termites in your house, you just don't have to worry about much, because 1 or 2 termites aren't going to eat enough in their lifetime to really phase your house. But what happens to a house if it gets filled with termites? Lots of little things that are eating it up. This is how bad termite damage can be to a home. Please hear me spiritually as I speak naturally. The reality is that more homes are destroyed annually by termites than tornadoes. There is on average annually 1,000 houses in America every year that gets completely destroyed by tornadoes, upwards to 2,000 that have significant damage from tornadoes every single year. But 650,000 houses in America every year are in complete disarray because of termites. Funny how we're always watching for that tornado and getting tornado insurance or building where there are no tornadoes and worried about the big tornado. And we don't think about that many more houses, homes are destroyed not by the big storm, but by the little termites that infest the house. I'm taking this day is dedicated to termite destruction. And I went down my list. I took my pants back to the dry cleaners where they ruined my best pair of pants, and I said, we need to have a conversation here. I have been tossing and turning about these pants and how you've ruined my pants. But you know what? When I got rid of that queen termite, suddenly my pants didn't seem to be such the big deal that they were before. I needed to have a conversation with somebody that I'd been putting off because I kept hoping that they would just see things and fix it themselves and I wouldn't have to step in because it was going to be better if I didn't. So I made a little phone call and said, hey, can we talk? And when I hung up from that, the air cleared a little bit more. The rest of the termites shrunk. And by the end of that day, there probably were some other termites in there, but they'd gotten so small they weren't even a factor anymore. You've got to pause. You've got to get perspective. You've got to prioritize. You've got to plan, and you've got to press into it. And you say, but Pastor Scott, there's just so many. I don't know where to begin. Well, you know how to eat an elephant, right? Tell me how to eat an elephant. One bite at a time. One bite at a time. And most people that are being eaten up from the inside out. The reason that we sang this beautiful worship song today was because of the cry of worship from the inside out. But I started thinking about that song this week because of how the termites are eating us from the inside out, and it's eating our soul, and then what comes out on the outside is just not pretty. You eat an elephant one bite at a time, and that's how you kill your termites. I wish it were like in the natural, you could just take a big spray or put a big tent over your house and call someone else to do it for you, tent the house, pay the money, and let them kill all the termites. But in the human soul, it doesn't work so easily. You have to press into it and attack those termites one at a time.